I'm going to tell y'all right now, as a chef, they are allowing these producers to force printed meats on the masses. I said it a couple weeks ago. I'm going to tell y'all again. I picked up a case of chicken breast. It was supposed to be chicken breast. And you could tell that it was 3D printed because none of the pieces, it was like cylinders, and none of it was sticking together. Okay, I had to throw the whole case out. I bought this case at a restaurant supplier. They are force feeding people fake ass 3D printed meats. I am now switching back to all bone-in meats. I'm not doing boneless anymore.
Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video will be edifying and to the point. All right. And the title of the lesson is going to be lab-grown meat. All right, defiled bread. All right, that's spoken about in the scriptures. All right, and in the beginning of the video, I inserted a short clip. All right, of this Eve. All right, basically going into how, all right, these restaurants, all right, or should I say, these different, meat industry places who are supposed to distribute, all right, different meats to these restaurants are basically trying to push, 3D meats. Okay, and we know that these devils, man, their goal is to basically, make 3D printed meats, all right, bioengineered meats, okay, to so-called lessen the carbon output in the world, all right, in certain areas of the world, in certain places, all right, some places where they go to these supermarkets, all right, they have a carbon percentage on how much a particular food may give out in the environment, all right, for basically so-called climate control, which, they talk about, saving the world, blase, but all in all, it's really to, all right, control the people, all right, problem, reaction, solution, so they'll be able to control how much people eat, drink, how much energy they're using. All right, basically to reserve a lot of the uses that people use. All right, I just seen the video this week, all right, in China, where this woman, she has to use this card, all right, to basically buy more water whenever she runs out. So, I'm guessing, every month they give a certain percentage or amount of gallons of water, and they once they run out of that percentage of water, okay, they're able to buy more if they run out. So basically, those things that are happening in China and these other countries, all right, is eventually going to come over here, all right, and these bioengineered meats and these 3D created meats are going to be, all right, the new thing. All right, Shalaki, I'll get my video. It ended up cutting out for whatever reason, but back to what I was saying. Okay, you have lab grown meats, right, 3D printed beats. Okay, you also have it to where he's 3D printing, all right, organs, all right, because we know that how people, they need their organs, all right, organ donors, people whose kidneys had probably failed, all right, heart transplants, what else, kidney transplants, liver transplants, so forth and so on, all right. This devil is now, all right, preaching, okay, to make 3D printed organs so that people who are in need of an organ, all right, are able to get it. All right, and we know how the scriptures speak about, all flesh is not of the same flesh as one of, man, one of bird, one of fish, so forth and so on, man. So these things are definitely going to fail. They are not going to, they're not going to work. I remember this one guy, he needed a heart transplant, right? And they ended up taking the heart of a pig and transplanted it into a man. All right, the man lived maybe for about a week. All right, before, all right, he dropped dead, man. All right, so this guy, man, he needs to be put out. He needs to be put out of the earth, man. All right, because he's doing nothing but basically defiling the earth, man. He's defiling the bread, all right, the food, the water, the air, all right, his so-called medicines, which aren't medicine at all right. The scriptures say the Lord has created the medicines out of the earth, all right, that bears what? Seeds, man. They ain't even got no seeds in the food that we eat, man. All right, bananas are supposed to have seeds, grapes are supposed to have seeds, cherries are supposed to have seeds, watermelons, all these things that we eat, all right, they are supposed to help us, all right, live, don't have seeds in them, man, which is life, all right. You plant in the ground and it grows, it reproduces of the same plant, and they don't have it in there, man. All right, so this man has to be put out of the earth. So let me grab this scripture real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 4. Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13. It says, "And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whether I will drive them," man. So, we've been scattered, all right, throughout the four corners of the earth amongst the Gentiles, the heathens, all right, because there's two types of Gentiles. There's Gentiles that are Israelites that are of a Gentile state of mind, and you got the Gentiles, all right, of the other nations, man, who are not Israelites. So we amongst them, all right, and we're, basically have to go to them for the want of all things, for clothing, for food, all right, for shelter, all right, the want of all things, man, as the scriptures say. So, we're pretty much under their, again, under their rule. So, but that doesn't stop, or that shouldn't stop our people from being able to not, all right, consume the things which are healthy for them, the things which are not healthy for them. But they don't have, the truth. They don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And the thing about that is, the truth is, all right, being spread in the earth. You do see a lot more people that are getting into the holistic parts of things, into the herbs, into things that are healthy for you, detoxing, getting rid of parasites, all right, because, all right, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is increasing in the last days, all right, because we're heading towards the end. But nevertheless, all right, the majority of our people are still eating, all right, defiled bread, all right. They eating from these fast food restaurants, all right, which we know they got human meat, all right, human flesh, all right, and all other kind of mystery meats in it, all right. I remember years ago, man, when the apostles had brought all this information out, people deemed them crazy and this, that, and the third. Even on the health tip, like we would tell our people about what is healthy for them and what, you know, what is beneficial for you to take for your different ailments. They even believe us on that tip, man. They thought we was crazy. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But those exact same things that we told them about back then, now they're preaching and teaching, all right, or learning about these things, you know, from the internet, man. Which just shows, man, that, you know, we have the 100% truth, man. All right, so the body Habashim Yahushai and our elders for that, man. But again, not to get off a topic, this is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 13, one more time. All right, and the Lord said, even thus the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. So, you know, basically, our people are eating defiled breads, man. Every time you turn on the news, all right, or look through an article or look through a thread or whatever the case may be, you're always seeing some type of meat, all right, being basically recalled, man. All right, metals and, you know, all kind of things, salmonella, all right, being found in these different foods, man, because it's defiled, man. It's no good. All right, and they promote nothing but eating pork. There's almost pork in every single thing, man. All right, it's not hard, all right, to you know, basically not eat pork, but it's so much of it in everything. All right, when you go out to eat, man, it's best just to eat at home, man. All right, or they cook in the grill, or on the grill that they cooking, they cooking pork on it, man. So it's crazy. All right, let me get this real quick. This is Isaiah 24 and 3. And it says, and the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world, it says, the world languisheth and fadeth away, and the hardy people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because there have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, man. So the earth, man, is broken down. It's mourning, man. All right, because the earth is supposed to have, you know, a year of rest to be able to, you know, rejuvenate itself, man. Just like anybody else, man. You know, it's a living, or it got a spirit in it. It got life in it. You know, when we work, all right, you use up energy, all right, and you're tired. You gotta go to sleep, all right, to you know, basically get your energy back up, or you gotta eat, all right, to get your energy back up. It's the same way with the earth, man. But this man is not giving the earth time to be able to rejuvenate itself, because he's always, you know, taking from it, and not giving it any rest. All right, that's the reason why, you know, fruits and vegetables, all right, are of a low quality in these times compared to, you know, the 1950s and 1940s and 1920s, man. All right, you had more, you know, vitamins and minerals, all right, into the food, because there wasn't so much, you know, mass production, all right, and trying to get everything out, you know. So the earth is mourning, man. It's mourning for, all right, the elect to rule again, man. All right, the scriptures even say that, man. The scriptures speak about how, all right, the fair trees, I believe, shall rejoice. The earth shall rejoice. All right, it's basically we're waiting for the earnest expectation of the righteous to rule. All right, so it can finally be in peace. All right, Esau is what? Chopping down the trees. All right, I've been seeing a lot of trees just dying, man. They're just dying. All right, because of the pollution in the air, man. Esau chopping down a lot of these, female trees. I think it's the male trees. The elder was going into, how Esau go into the woods and chop down, the male trees, which give off pollen. All right, and the female trees, they grab onto the pollen. All right, to create flowers and different things for the earth, man. Everything has its purpose. But this devil is so unbalanced that he's just a madman. All right, just like in that video, that animation, all right, it's called Man. You can look it up on YouTube. It goes into how man, which is really Esau, Edom, all right, going around, all right, polluting the water, cutting down the trees, hunting for sport, all right, polluting the air. And at the end of it all, right, right, that you see a chariot, so-called aliens come down and take the man out of rulership. All right, representing what? Yahweh Shai, man, and the angels. All right, because what? If this continued on, then, there would be nothing left for the earth, man. All right, so the earth is definitely mourning and crying, man. All right, the earth is broken. We need the Lord to come back and put the earth back in its righteous cycle, man. That's why it's hot one day, it's cold another. All right, the earth is just having different mood swings, man. Swaying to and fro, man. So let me get this real quick. Hold on. All right, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. All right, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It will destroy you even with a sword destruction, man. So this place is going to destroy us, man, if we don't get out of here soon enough, man. All right, again, the weather's going back and forth. All right, people are getting sick. Everywhere I go, man, damn near everywhere I go, I hear people coughing, sneezing. They got the snuffles, because the food itself is not again giving them enough vitamins and minerals to keep people's immune systems up, man. So it's making people weak, feeble, So yeah, man, if we continue to be here, man, it's gonna basically destroy us as a people, man. All right, and there ain't gonna be nothing left to save. I'm gonna get that to end it on out. All right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And it says, except those days should be shortened, then there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the Lord is basically shortening the days for the elect's sake. And if he had not done it, or he doesn't do it, then there won't be anything left to save, man. We'll all be doomed. All right, so thank Yahweh Shai Shai for that, man. All right, because we definitely need deliverance from this place. All right, this corrupted and polluted land. But Lord willing, this video was edifying and to the point. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Akakodash. Until the next time, Lord willing, I say shalom.